I've gotten emails and phone calls. Continue to do that. But get out and participate. Get your community together, organize, do
And
something for
please
the
don't
community.
cut his funding because Antonio has a family. He has children. He needs to provide for his household. There's a verse in the Bible that does say a man that does not provide for his own household, he's worse than an infidel. He can't work for nothing, even though he would love to. But he has children he needs to provide for. So let's get on the mayor, the councilors, the governor, and even the President of the United States to not cut very valuable, essential programs for our youth and for our community. We need to be aware that they are life-saving. This young man is pleading, please, please save the Rivera Brothers gym from getting another location. We absolutely need that gym for a boxing club. They've won competitions. And Antonio, it's been a blessing to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And your work is like being a minister. You are ministering to gangs. It's dangerous, and yet you do it because you are giving back to your community in a very essential way. You know what? You couldn't pay me to do that. There isn't enough money in this world to have a young man like this who has children of his own every day dealing with the youth. And I know I'm not a real parent, but a young man came into my life, Antonio, many years ago in 1989. His name is Joseph. He's a severe alcoholic. And I know the heart of a mother seeing her son in a holding cell, seeing him shackled, seeing him brought up from the holding cell up into the courtroom. I've been in many prisons. When I was young, I had a prison ministry. And I worked as a volunteer for Freedom Ministries, driving parents to visit their children that were incarcerated in a variety of facilities, and also visiting my own adopted son, Joseph. House of Correction in Billerica. He's been everywhere. Almost everywhere.
It's hard. It's hard.
And 17 floors up in the Cambridge jail that you have to take an elevator. And I've seen parents in tears because their children are incarcerated in that Cambridge jail. So anyway, as we put closure to our show, I want to thank you, Antonio.
Thank you for having me, Josephine. I appreciate it. And remember, folks, get involved in your community. It works. It works.
Yes, it does. And I also want to thank Brothers Deli. I was really at my wit's end looking for sponsors to the show because we're all volunteers here. David Burkett is the film director. And I want to thank George Marcos from Brothers Deli. He did give me a contribution. He has his own show. And I'd like you to patronize Brothers Deli in Lynn. He had a little plaque that I'd like to read. Lynn Community Connections Coalition presents this award to George Marcos, Brothers Deli, in appreciation of your generous support for Family Nurturing Parenting Program, September 2009 through December 2009.
Yep.
George does so many things,
Lynn Community
and he
Connections,
wants
yes.
no fame and even no recognition. Well, I would like to recognize
Yes, yes.
all
Excellent.
that he does in the Lynn community, and we should patronize those that give in our community, don't you think?
I think so. They're great. They're fantastic. They've always they're amazing. And Link Community Connections, I've done their program too, presentations, and Pam and them they're fantastic. They're great programs out there, folks. You know, let's give back.
Yes,
It's time to give back. It's time
it
to
is.
get active.
And to recognize
Yes.
those that are so faithful to the community of Lynn. Now I would like to thank Lynn Cam, Channel 3, for having this show in Overall View. I'd like to thank, once again, wonderful guest, Antonio,
Thank you.
youth outreach workers on the streets of Lynn, working to prevent violence. And I would like to thank David Burkett, the film director of the show. And may you be inspired as parents, as students, to think about encouraging our representatives in government to fund youth programs and not to cut them. We need to protect our youth, give them a safe place after school, and help them to release their anger in a constructive way. Basketball, theater, boxing, music, in all other ways that they can feel safe. May God bless you this day, and thanks again, Brothers Deli. Thank you, Lynn Cam, David Burkett, and our guest, Antonio.
Thank you.
Thank you.